futuristic megacity project called Neon
on Beijing's flagship Belt and Road Initiative.
This is The Line.
China is keenly looking at increasing its stakes in South Asia.
There are some insane, incredible projects in the works right now by visionaries and governments around the globe. In this video, we're going to be taking a look into the most insane projects of the future. 1. Hyperloop Transportation. From the mind of eccentric billionaire Elon Musk, the Hyperloop is a mode of ground transportation currently in development by Musk via his companies Tesla and SpaceX. If successfully built, the Hyperloop system would be the fastest publicly available transportation system on Earth. Faster even than an airplane. The idea is basically to create pods that travel through sealed tubes with little to no friction or air resistance. This would let the pods travel efficiently at very high speeds. Musk has even mentioned a plan to develop an iteration that's capable of hypersonic speed, though that tech hasn't been developed just yet. That said, everything that has been worked on so far has been made open source. The Hyperloop concept is being worked on by professional engineers and students across the globe, and the project is well on its way. In 2017, the MIT Hyperloop pod successfully completed its first ever low-pressure Hyperloop run. To date, Musk has created a proposal for a possible Hyperloop between Los Angeles and San Francisco, and is in early talks to develop a Hyperloop between Chicago, Cleveland, and Pittsburgh. We'll just have to wait and see if this ultra-fast system turns out to be the public transportation of the future. 2. Air taxis. In case you haven't heard yet, there's a very good chance that, in the not-so-distant future, taxis will fly. You see, rideshare giant Uber is working on a little something called Uber Elevate. And they're not joking around about it. Uber Elevate is a planned program for affordable shared air transportation with an anticipated launch as soon as 2023. As of January 2020, Hyundai was even confirmed to be manufacturing a fleet of new electric vertical lift air vehicles, which would be largely self-driving, calculating optimal routes and following set air traffic routes. It's an ambitious plan to begin tests in 2020 and launch in cities like Dallas and Los Angeles in the near future. But many of the pieces seem to be falling into place. Maybe we'll be taking flying taxis sooner than we know. 3. Augmented reality. Apple CEO Tim Cook has said that he sees augmented reality, or AR, as the future of tech. So you can bet your bottom dollar that Apple is working on AR products to launch as soon as possible.
Augmented reality. Both of these are incredibly interesting.
If you're not familiar, AR is basically what you see in a lot of superhero movies, where tech is used to enhance someone's view of the world. Think Tony Stark and glasses that can interface like a computer or give real-time information on your surroundings. Cook has said that he believes AR is where tech is and should be headed, as it allows for human communication, connection, and behavior, simply augmented by tech. This would be in contrast to our cell phones, which often interrupt human interaction, and virtual reality, which cuts it off almost entirely. That's not to say there won't be a place for all three of these technologies in the future, but if the head of Apple says AR is the one we'll be seeing the most of, you can hazard a guess that he's probably right. 4. Floating cities. When New Orleans was hit by Hurricane Katrina, a wide variety of practical actions had to be taken to slowly but surely rebuild the beautiful old city. However, some designers at the time came up with a proposal that was a little less practical. The idea didn't quite fit the bill for New Orleans, the proposal being a floating mammoth pyramid arcology of the Mississippi. An arcology is basically a single-structure megacity built to house large populations. The proposal, cheekily named NOAA, New Orleans Arcology Habitat, would have housed tens of thousands had it taken off. But this handling of the aftermath of Katrina had enough problems without trying out something this radical, new, and untested. However, as climate change causes water levels to rise and cities to sink underwater, the Arc idea may yet to turn out to have legs. The future will likely include a number of major cities grappling with whole neighborhoods sinking below sea level for good. And governments and organizations will have to figure out how to handle that. The floating city could be a solution for the inevitable damp future. 5. Human support robots. Last, but certainly not least, did you know that Toyota makes robots? Like Rosie the robot from the Jetsons' 80s movie sidekick. Cyberman-esque robots? Well, they do, and they're already in use in a variety of fields. They have rehab robots for physical rehabilitation, emotional support robots that talk to the elderly, human support robots used in nursing and for helping people with physical disabilities live more independently, and one called an innovation robot, whose primary purpose seems to be helping them develop features for the other robots. While these robots are, by and large, still in the testing phase, these robot models are very much in use today. As they are perfected, it is highly likely that we'll see actual, physical robots become much more prevalent across sectors. A little bit for their nostalgic value, but much more so for their real societal usefulness. Thanks, robots! Please don't terminate us! And there you have it. Those are the craziest and most exciting projects currently under development in the world today. Hard to imagine a world where all of these things are a reality, but many of them are already underway. What do you think? Are you excited to see any of these projects in action? Do any of them scare you? Let us know in the comments section down below. And while you're at it, don't forget to hit that thumbs up to let us know that you liked the video. And subscribe and hit that notification bell if you want to make sure you don't miss out on more insane futuristic information like this.